If you're serious about trading, the right platform can be the difference between wins and missed opportunities. I tested both Thinkorswim and Tradestation, and one of them quietly gave me an edge that completely changed how I trade. Stick around to find out which one came out on top. But before I traded on Thinkorswim or TradeStation, I started with what other traders are saying about these platforms. I mean, real traders' reviews, not the polished marketing pitches, but the feedback buried deep in forums and Trustpilot. Because, let's be real, the marketing always looks good, but it's what happens after you sign up that actually matters. And when it came to TradeStation, I started with the one-star reviews, because if there are any deal breakers, you'll usually find them there. I came across a reviewer who was furious about being charged a $60 inactivity fee just for not using the account. Then there was a $45 withdrawal fee just to get back $5 from his own deposit. No warning, no emails, no statements. So yeah, not a good look. But here's the thing, I looked deeper. That specific complaint, it's rare. I've used TradeStation personally for over a year now, and never once faced those kinds of charges. If you're inactive for a long period of time and ignore the account alerts, sure, but that seems more like a one-off than a platform flaw. Meanwhile, TradeStation is sitting at 4.5 out of 5 stars, with traders praising the lightning fills and pro-level tools. One guy, a seasoned trader with over 45 years under his belt, says he's tried them all and still chose TradeStation because it lets him migrate and optimize all his old models. And that hit home for me. I've done similar migrations, and TradeStation doesn't just support it, it enhanced it. Another trader mentioned how reliable TradeStation's execution is, saying the platform feels built for traders who actually want to win, not just dabble. He mentioned that his trades got filled fast, customer support was sharp, and it felt like the company actually wanted its clients to succeed. And from my experience, that checks out. Now let's talk about Thinkorswim reviews. Its rating is a rough 1.7 out of 5. Honestly, that's quite disappointing. One trader even said the platform was almost unusable when trading futures. He described it as confusing and said he lost money due to lagging data and ignored stop losses. Even worse, when he tried to get help, the Thinkorswim Schwab rep just blew him off. That's not just frustrating, that's dangerous. Another Thinkorswim review I found was from a trader who said that after Schwab acquired TD Ameritrade, the interface became a nightmare. He couldn't even find how many shares he owned or his cost basis. Basic stuff that you shouldn't have to dig for. He described trading with TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim as trading blindfolded. Compared to my experience with TradeStation, where everything is clean, fast, and functional, Thinkorswim felt like a clunky step backwards. And that's not just me being picky. Multiple reviews echoed the same. So if you're choosing based on real user experiences, TradeStation definitely edges ahead. But alright, let's get into the meat of it, features. Because this is where the gap between Thinkorswim and TradeStation really shows. And honestly, once I dove in, it became pretty clear why more serious traders are leaning towards TradeStation. Let's start with what blew me away the most. This was the biggest feature, RadarScreen. So think of it like this. Instead of flipping through charts, just one at a time, RadarScreen gives you real-time scanner that shows hundreds of symbols, each acting like its own live chart. I set mine to monitor high-volume breakout setups across multiple time frames, and instead of chasing alerts, I had them delivered to me. It's fast, customizable, and unlike anything Thinkorswim offers. Then there's strategy optimization. This feature lets you test variants of your strategy across years of historical data to see what version performed best. I used it to tweak a mean reversion setup I'd been struggling with, and within hours, I found an input combo that doubled my backtested return. That kind of data doesn't just help you trade, it helps you win. On top of that, Portfolio Maestro helps you stress test multiple strategies on multiple assets at the same time. It's an add-on, but for someone managing more than a single system like I do, it's a total game changer. I ran simulations that factored in correlation risk, and I saw how my entire portfolio might react during a flash crash. So you won't get that kind of level of portfolio level backtesting in the Thinkorswim app. Their Market Watch tab shows quotes, alerts, and some calendar tools, but it doesn't touch what Tradestation is offering under the hood. Now let's talk about the ticker bar. At first, I thought this part of it was just a gimmick, but I found myself using it daily to keep an eye on hot lists and breaking news while running my main charts full screen. The real-time updates, super handy. You can toggle between news, quotes, or rankings every 30 seconds, and it's surprisingly non-intrusive. Meanwhile, Thinkorswim's UI feels like a crowded cockpit. One trader who attempted to use it described the dashboard as poor and called the platform one of the worst in the game. I've used it too, and yeah, it's not intuitive. There's too much going on and not in a good way. It feels like you need a course just to figure out how to place a trade. Then there's the TradeStation's data network. Low latency, real-time feeds, extended hours support, all this stuff matters. I'm running a semi-automated strategy that triggers entries down to the second. Thinkorswim just wouldn't be able to keep up with that. With TradeStation, I actually trust that what I'm seeing is what's happening. Add in the walk forward optimizer for verifying strategy robustness, and you start to see why TradeStation feels like it's built for traders by traders. But let's be honest, TradeStation isn't perfect. If there's one thing that caught me off guard when I started using it first, it was the learning curve. This isn't some plug-and-play Robinhood style app. There are layers, tools, settings, and yeah, that might seem overwhelming at first. I remember staring at the optimization interface, wondering where to even begin. But you know what? Once I spent a few hours exploring, it clicked. TradeStation isn't complicated for no reason. It's powerful because it gives you full control. Once I got comfortable, I realized that every extra tab and setting existed for my benefit. I wasn't being limited by presets or dumbed down options. If you're serious about improving your performance, that little hurdle at just the beginning pays off pretty fast. And when it comes to paying off and when it comes to cost, TradeStation is actually pretty reasonable for the kind of firepower you're getting. They offer flexible commission structures, and in my case, I found their pricing especially fair once I customized my setup. For casual traders, it might seem a little bit higher, but for anyone placing regular trades or running systems, the cost is more than justified by the speed, data quality, and features. And compared to Thinkorswim, you're getting a platform that actually empowers you to make more instead of just looking fancy. Check the link in the description for TradeStation's current pricing plan. I'll always keep it updated with any discounts or promos they offer. If you're trying to decide between Thinkorswim and TradeStation, here's my honest take. TradeStation feels like it was built for traders who care about speed, precision, and results. Thinkorswim looks good on the surface, but TradeStation actually delivers. Check the link in the description of this video to get started with our special discount and coupon.